Hello, everybody, and how are you? Welcome to Naturally Kim's Knitting. I'm Kim, and this is my podcast where I talk about knitting and yarn and crafty things and family, and I just gab. Today is July 26th, and this is episode 288. Wow. Wow. Anyways, you can find me online as Naturally Kim's Knitting on WordPress, YouTube, Blogger, and Facebook. Sitting there thinking, what? I haven't been on Facebook much. I'm trying to break the habit because that's what it is. I broke the Twitter habit. Now I'm breaking the Facebook habit. So, yeah. Anyways, you can also find me on Ravelry as NapiersKnits. And then we have a podcast group, Naturally Kim's Knitting. I'm not withdrawing from that. And on Instagram, I'm knitting_Kim. And yes, I'm still on that. Anyways, I am affiliated with KnitPicks and their sister company, We Crochet. And I'm also affiliated with Michael's. Oh, how could I forget that? I should be affiliated with Hobby Lobby because that's our local store. And Joann's, they're a local store. But it's very difficult to become affiliated with them. Anyways. And you'll also find out why in a couple minutes. But anyways. So what being affiliated with them means that if you go to their sites through my link, I can get a couple pennies off your purchase. It doesn't cost you anymore. They just send a couple pennies my way for, talking about them. And then I can use that money to help pay for gift cards such as that. Oh, sorry. I felt that one coming on. It is so dreary right here, right now. The last, I would say, since Saturday or Sunday. And I've not been able to get in my pool. And it's really irritating me. Because right now, it's 77 degrees. But there's also a breeze. So it's not even like a hot 77. It's like a cool 77. And I know if I get in the water, it's just going to be too cold. And I don't like to be cold in the pool. I don't mind being a little chilly, but I don't like being cold. Anyways, I go in the pool to help with my arthritis, not to make it worse. And cold can do that. Sorry about that. So anyways, with KnitPicks, they have, if you are a KnitPicks fan, you know they have Felici yarn. Wonderful, wonderful, self-striping, soft as you could be, soft yarn. They have new colors. You need to go check them out. But if you do buy them, please go through my link. And my link is www. Oh, it's going to forget it. I'm sorry, ksnapier475.blogspot.com. Anyways, they also have their what's become almost regular things. Their bare yarn, which if you buy it in bulk, you can save up to 15%. And they also have a build your own value pack. Save 20% with 10 or more skeins. And then Michael's, oh my goodness, they're having their back to school sale still going on. I tell you, I always loved back to school sales. I know my kids didn't always. I used to when I was a teacher, I would take the month of June off. But the minute July came along, I was in the classroom. I could not wait. I was so excited for the school year. I loved everything but my classrooms. The second one, my last one, Temple Christian, is the one I referred to most. The kids didn't always appreciate because we shared it with an adult Sunday school class. So that meant every Monday they had to move their desks into the room. Every Friday we had to take time to move our desks out of the room. So they may not have appreciated that, but But let's see, what is one thing that when you think about going back to school and shopping for that, what is one thing that just brings back such good memories? Mm. I loved seeing my friends again. I did. I lived in town, and oh my goodness, as I was growing up, quite a few of my friends actually lived outside of town, and I knew that okay, once band camp came along, that's what put me in the spirit. Because once band camp came along, which we had in a small town right down the road, in fact, it's the town that Molly is hoping to move into. Um, Once it came around, I was so excited. This was for high school. Um, couldn't wait. Couldn't wait to get my school schedule. All those things. Elementary, it was finding out who your new teacher is going to be. Hoping you were getting the one that everybody else seemed to like and not the one that they didn't seem to like so much. So, anyways, what was your favorite things? What are some of your best memories of school? Not even going back to school supplies, but what was your favorite thing about going back to school? I can't wait. I haven't asked you a question to get things going for a while. And I heard this on our Christian radio station. They were talking about it. I went, ooh, I want to ask. So, anyways, if you decide to shop at one of the affiliate stores, either Knit Picks, We Crochet, or Michael's, I was going to call him Hobby Lobby again. Please go to W, no W, ksnapier475.blogspot.com, and you'll have to cut and paste the link, but it does help me out. It helps me out when it comes time to, buy your gift cards. And you're saying, you keep talking about gift cards, Kim. What is going on? Well, sit back, pick your knitting up, your crocheting up, your craftiness, and sit back and listen to what I do what I do to get gift cards. My father-in-law's cat, Tommy, has decided I'm a good person to go to get petted. This is Tommy, and he's become my petting buddy, haven't you? Yeah, he is soft. He's a big cat, but he is soft. Heather's soft, but she is a green bean. She is just so skinny. Yes, she is. I know. I shouldn't say that, huh? You're just a big cat. You are, Tommy. Did you want back down? There you go. Tommy's been one that I've had a hard time teaching not to go after my ball of yarn. And I don't know if it's because he came to me as an adult, but Heather, I've not had any issues with her learning not to mess with my balls of yarn. Tommy, just a minute, I will be right back. Sorry about that. Speaking of Heather, I put her food. We have one of those cat trees, have a little scratchy post and a little hidey hole on the bottom, which is her favorite place. She loves to hide there. We have never had a cat who um, enjoyed one of these things, but Heather does. Maybe it's because we were trying to think of a good, safe place to feed her when she came here. We went over a couple different things, but nothing's going to work because Tommy or Ginger would get into it. Well, there's a little hidey hole at the bottom of this cat tree, and so we put her food in there. Well, it used to be she would fight them off if they even looked at it, but now she doesn't seem to care. And so between Ginger, my puppy, and Tommy, my father-in-law's cat, um, the dish gets cleaned out. Now I have my puppy. She won't let me pick her up. I have my puppy who just wants to be petted. Yes. Let me see. Ignore the mess behind her. There's cords and things for the podcast. You're not going to look up? Look up, Ginger. Sorry, that's the best you get with her. She does not like cameras. She's very camera shy. So, anyways, I was talking about these gift cards before I got interrupted by animals. We have 2 craft-alongs. I usually try to keep the 2 going at the same time. However, one ends one month, one ends the next. Well, we always start over every other month with a finished object craft along. And it's as easy as that. You finish an object, you take a picture of it, and you go to the correct Ravelry thread and post it. And then, and if there's a pattern name, please put that with it, just to give credit where credit's due. And at the end of every other month, random number generator takes. I go do the entries, and I always start with 2 because my rules and such are number 1. Start with number 2, and however many entries we have, and we draw, and it chooses 2 people. And those 2 people can either win a $10 NitPicks gift card, a $10 Michael's gift card. Why am I having troubles with Michael's today? Michael's gift card, or a giftable pattern valued up to $10, just one. And then as long as the Ukraine war is going on, Mila's Knit Corner. She's Ukrainian. And she's been doing something with her patterns where she's forwarding all the money that she earns or makes through those patterns. She's giving that money to the Ukrainians. So bless her heart. So every winner also receives one Mila's Knit Corner pattern. Now, I said I have 2. Did you pay attention and see that I said 2? But I did. Our second one is a RowRow and Cades craft along for July and August. Oh, I didn't say. The finished object one, it's for June and July. So it's going to be ending here in about 5 days. But I will close it then on the 6th. And I will send out emails, and I'll try to let you know who wins on the podcast too, since it's just 1 day away from it. I don't think I'll do the podcast on the 1st, but we'll see. If I have finished things, then I really want to. But if I don't, it's like, I don't have a lot to talk about except the winners. So I don't know. Anyways, RowRow and Cades. Kelly Menzies is a designer that I dearly love. We just finished the pattern test for the coastal waves, I think it's called. That one, that pattern, and it's for sale. So if you haven't got it, go over there and check it out. You can work it cuff down or toe up. I did toe up. I think you can do both. Usually her patterns go cuff down, and I'm not a big cuff down pattern person, but many people are. I'm just not. I don't know why. I suppose it's because that's not the way I learned. No, that's not right. It's because of the Kitchener stitch. I will be honest. I had some ice water that I put some of my sweet mint into today. Nothing special drinking, just ice water with mint. Anyways, so the RowRow and Cades craft along. What do you think that might be? Well, for this one, I would like you to make one of her patterns. You have until the end of August. Make one of her patterns, craft it up, take a picture, post it, and the winners will win the same prizes as the other. I might throw in a RowRow and Cades pattern too. If I were smart, I would have done that for the one that ended in June, but I wasn't. So I may throw in a RowRow and Cades pattern too. I do like her. She is really cool. She has a podcast too, by the way. RowRow and Cades. RowRow and Cades, Cades, named after her sons. Okay, so with all my craft alongs, you have generally until the 15th of the next month to claim your prize. For example, those whose names are drawn July 31st, they have until the 15th of August. If you don't claim them, you cannot claim them after that. Sorry. That's just the way it is. But, and also, if anybody ever wants to donate any prizes, I know that for a while, I had a couple who wanted to, and then when it came drawing time, I forgot. I will be honest, I forgot. It was nothing about them. It was nothing about what it was about me. I have a bad memory. But yeah. So, anyways, I'm sorry. I stopped in the middle of thoughts that I would get waylaid. My kids used to like that too. My students. Anyways, if anybody ever would like to donate or sponsor a prize or something 1 month, please let me know and we'll work it in. I know. I looked back at my blog from last week and I went, oh, I think that's the same tank top. I'm big into tank tops in the summer. And I think if it wasn't, it was my other green one. But I saw the green and went, oh, this one actually has a design on it. Anyways, enough of that. I've not picked up my temperature Afghan because I was finishing up things there for a little bit. I'm going to be picking it up soon, but not yet. I will tell you why. Well, sorry. I had grape tomato and a bit of it got stuck. So I am finishing up this pair of my Fiona Advent socks. Advent yarn socks. This is from the Advent calendar she sent me 2 years ago, but it didn't come here till partway through last year, and so I opened it during Advent last year. So that's what I'm doing with the yarn. And I got so smart, I tell you. I sorted the yarn into colors before I started this pair of socks. And I did the toe out of some of my Dear Diary, sorry, Knit Picks Chroma Twist, I think it's called, Dear Diary. I had a little bit of that left, and so I used that for the toe. But then everything else is yarn that Fiona sent me for my Advent calendar. Usually I like to do 20 rows, and this is not going to be a super long. Usually I like to do 20 rows of ribbing. I don't think I'm going to make that this time. I've got 9 on there right now, and I got that much yarn. I don't think I'm going to get 20 out of that. But then the other one I haven't started the ribbing on, so I wanted to do the first one first because I actually have quite a bit of yarn for this one. I don't know why. So I'm ready for the ribbing. I just haven't started it yet. So those are my Fiona socks. Another pair. Then I'm sorry, I do have a frog in my throat. I substituted for a first grade class once. I may have told you this story, but you're going to hear it again. And I was doing that. I said, I have a frog in my throat. And this one little girl in the front looks at me. Why do you have a frog in your throat? And I had to explain. That just means I have a cough. I'm sorry. Anyways, so I'm making a pair of Soup Kitchen socks out of my Yarnaceous fibers. That's what her company's called. And this was called Franca Sara. And I'm really coming along on these. I only worked on them when I was at church this week. So I really didn't work on them a whole bunch because I had other things I was working on. That must have broke off the ball of yarn. That's not good. Anyways, so those are coming along. I probably will not get to work on them this week at home either. Because, do you remember what it was that I said that I was waiting for the yarn for? Well, my granddaughter and my grandson can tell you. Because there's a pattern on Ravelry called Dancing T-Rex sweater. And one of these had a price to it, but it was worth it. However, when I got the T-Rex pattern, I know my grandson, that is not his favorite dinosaur. He loves the Stegosaurus. But this pattern came with the T-Rex. So that's what he's getting, and I'm sorry, Tobias. And then I got my yarn for Genevieve's unicorn sweater. So, For Tobias's, I have his in this. I got this when I was over in County Clare in Ireland from Lonach Art Gallery, Keith's Woolen Mills. Anyway, I love this little bag. So, another reason I said I should be a Hobby Lobby affiliate is because I got the yarn for these sweaters from Hobby Lobby. Because if I wanted to get the correct yarn for Tobias's or Genevieve's through Michael's, the only way I could get it was in 3-packs. And I have so much yarn already. So, not enough of anything to make them a sweater. But, and I looked at Joann's, and in fact, originally, I don't know why I did this. I ordered Genevieve's sweater yarn, but I ordered it in worsted weight. And I get the yarn. I said, that's not going to work. And I realized that what mistake I made. It was supposed to be fingering. So my dear husband, he was such a gem, and he returned it for me. And I ended up getting hers from Hobby Lobby too, for the same reason as I didn't from Michael's. She needs a little bit of 3 different colors, and I didn't want to buy 3 yarn packs. They do sell yarn individually, just not the ones that I needed. So for Tobias, I've got Yarn Bee, Soft and Sleek DK. It's a low pill fiber, which is good because he does wear his out. He wears them hard. And this one is called Irish Rain. What else can I tell you about it? 4 ounces. I know it's all acrylic. That's not telling me anything else. Anyways, this is Irish Rain. And the last sweater I made for him, it was all orange with green dinosaurs, his favorite colors. So this one's all green with an orange dinosaur. And this color is Pumpkin Paradise. That is just about perfect for him. Now, I did start Genevieve's sweater yesterday, but I just got that much of the ribbing done, so I didn't bring it over because I know me. And so quite often when I show you guys things, I slip the stitches off the needles. So I got, oh, I love this yarn. Those yarns are so soft. Oh, and guess what? It won't be long till they're here. 13 days. If you ask Genevieve, it's sooner than that, but maybe she's not counting the last day because she's sleeping on the plane. I don't know. Anyway, this is also Yarn Bee, but this is Yarntopia, and this is in the ivory. This is in the ivory. And that's what the main color is going to be for hers. I can't resist. It is so soft. Now, I told you that I needed a lot of little amounts of color because the unicorn on hers is around the yoke. So the sweater was supposed to be in pink, but then you were also supposed to use a different pink for the yoke. And I thought, no. So I did the ivory, but then I got this. Oh, I don't know if you can see it. It is so soft. This is rose. Isn't that pretty? I don't know how good the color is. And then she needs a little bit of pearl. And then she was supposed to have black, but I don't like working with black. So instead, I got Anchor, which is, it's a dark gray. It'll work because it's like basically outlining the unicorn. So like I said, I started. So today, I decided what I'm going to do is take turns. One day is Genevieve's sweater, one day is Tobias's. Because otherwise, I'm not working enough on either one of their sweaters to amount to much. I got their needles that I need inside their bags. And like I said, Tobias gets the green one right now. I'll probably be moving Genevieve's to a different bag. I just don't know which one yet. Then I had something come in the mail. I am so happy. I am not. Yarnaceous Fibers was having their 3rd year anniversary sale. And she was having a mystery sale. So what you did was you went in there. You purchased without knowing what you're getting, except you got to pick the weight. And I do love her salted fingering weight. I do. I told her I love um, purples. Purples and pinks, I think is what I put down. And she sent me, I'm not sure, Dr. Harting? I'm not sure what the name is for the color. I don't know. I'm sure it's a dinosaur person. I should ask Tobias. Anyway, so I got this in the mail. This is what I purchased. $13. Not bad. Not bad. Yarnaceous fiber. I love their salted fingering, which is a superwash merino, 15% nylon, and it's enough for a pair of socks. That's what I'm going to do with it. Whether I give them away or keep them, up for debate. But I got some yarn from her. Somebody once asked me who my favorite independent dyer was, and I think at the time I was thinking about going with her, and she is my go-to because I love her story. I just do. She quit her job because between dyeing, packaging, and work, she wasn't seeing her kids or her husband. So she decided to quit her job, but she really needed help making sure that, she could afford to quit her job. And so I decided I would buy not as much as I could from her, but, I would support her. I do like her yarn. So let's see. I've already talked about the things that were in my chatting notes. Oh, I guess it has been almost 27 minutes. I looked at my show notes today and I'm thinking, boy, you're not going to have a very long podcast. I like to keep them under a half hour if possible. I prefer the 20-minute range because everybody's time is valuable. And that gives us a nice little visit time. Anyways, I hope you guys have a wonderful week. I hope all your craftiness, seeing grace, guys. Hope all your craftiness goes wonderfully with no mistakes. But if you make mistakes, I hope they're little ones and they're easy to correct. I love you guys. Big, big hugs. Take care and God bless. If you wouldn't mind, could you click the link? And if you haven't subscribed, hit the subscribe. Thank you. Have a great week. I'll see you next week. Bye-bye.